He said the EU has lost its momentum and needs to be radically reinvented. Though he is, by and large, fairly optimistic, he sees signs of EU resurgence in the election of President Macron, where the only pro-European candidate achieved the seemingly impossible, the defeat of Geert Wilders in the Netherlands, and the increasing signs that Germany will elect a pro-European coalition following the virtual collapse of the AfD. And he says the greatest sources of hope are the spontaneous bottom-up movements of mainly young people like the pulse of Europe. Let's listen in for a little bit.
Especially if the anti-European and xenophobic AfD continues its virtual collapse. The growing momentum may then be strong enough to overcome the biggest obstacle ahead, the danger of a banking and migration crisis in Italy. I can also see many spontaneous bottom-up initiatives, and significantly, they are mainly supported by young people. I have in mind the Pulse of Europe initiative, which started in Frankfurt in November and spread to some 120 cities across the continent. The Best for Britain movement in the United Kingdom, and the resistance to the Peace Party in Poland and Fidesz in Hungary. The resistance that Prime Minister Viktor Orban encountered in Hungary must have surprised him as much as it surprised me. He sought to frame his policies as a personal conflict between the two of us, and has made me the target of his unrelenting propaganda campaign. He cast himself in the role of the defender of Hungary, Hungarian sovereignty, and me as a shady currency speculator who uses his money to flood Europe, particularly his native Hungary, with illegal immigrants as part of some vague but nefarious plot. That's not who I am. I am the proud founder of the Central European University that has, after 26 years, come to rank among the 50 best universities in the world in many of social sciences. I have generously endowed the university, and that has enabled it to defend its academic freedom, not only from the interference from the Hungarian government, but also from its founder. I have strenuously resisted Orban's attempt to translate our ideological differences into a personal animosity, and I have succeeded. What lessons have I learned from this experience? First, that to defend open societies, it's not enough to rely on the rule of law. You must also stand up for what you believe in. The university I have founded and the organizations that my foundations have supported are doing that. Their fate is in the balance. But I am confident that their determined defense of freedom, both academic freedom and the freedom of association, will eventually bring the slow-moving wheels of justice into motion.